U.S. Defense Lloyd Austin announced Friday the sale of 250 M1 Abrams main battle tanks to Poland, Washington, moving to strengthen the defenses of key Eastern European allies, in the central minister and at the border. M1 Abrams tank, armored combat vehicle claimed the best in the world. Because the M1 Abrams tank is called the most battle-tested fighting vehicle in the world. The M1 Abrams tank has been found to be constantly being upgraded over the years. Quoted from the Military Update channel, the M1 Abrams tank is said to have superior speed and maneuverability compared to other tanks. The Abrams M101 battle tank carries a crew of 4 and has a manually loaded cannon that can fire at enemy personnel armored vehicles to low-flying aircraft, according to its manufacturer, General Dynamics. With this capability, the M1 Abrams tank is also claimed to be able to protect the crew in it very well. It protects the crew well. For these reasons and others that I will examine, it has to be considered the best tank ever. It turns out that the development of the M1 Abrams tank has been around for a long time, called around the 1970s. As time went on, the M1 Abrams began to be delivered to the Army in 1980. The tank initially had a 105mm gun. Later the M1 Abrams was upgraded with the powerful 120mm smoothbore M256 gun. It is said that the original M1 Abrams had a gas turbine engine producing 1,500 mobile foam. And it takes just 7 seconds to go from 0 to 20 miles per hour with a top speed of 42 miles per hour. It certainly has a 6-speed transmission with a 490-gallon fuel tank. In 1988, depleted uranium armor was added. Since then, General Dynamics built about 6,000 M1 Abrams tanks from 1986 to 1992. In the 1980s, the M1 Abrams tank did a lot of training in Europe against armored attacks from the Soviet Union. South Korea is another important training ground for the M1 Abrams tank.